All right, it's time for the weekly weave, where I thread the energy through numbers and cards. And as is tradition, it's still morning. I slept in, so it's late morning. So you get the coffee mug because I look like a sea hag. So for those of you with short attention spans, the too long didn't read version goes like this. Today is ruled by a 26-8 vibration. So power grows through partnerships. Lead with integrity and strategy. Monday vibrates to a 27-9. Spiritual truth calls. Release the old and trust higher wisdom. Tuesday vibrates to a 28-1. Stand tall and shine. This is bold, independent leadership energy. Wednesday vibrates to a 29-11. Divine downloads are incoming. Stay receptive and walk the soul path. Thursday vibrates to a 30, which reduces to 3. Speak your magic. Joy, charm, creativity, all of that wants center stage on Thursday. Friday vibrates to a 31, which reduces to 4. Build your vision, solid progress, some conflict, innovation, let it in. And then finally on Saturday, at the end of the week, we have 32-5. Go with the flow. Freedom, curiosity, new connections, all these things can spark profound change for you next weekend. Alrighty, for those of you with more attention spans, buckle up, we'll be here for a few minutes. So today is ruled by a 26-8. Now that corresponds to the Page of Wands. So when we look at this day in aspect to the number 9 year, it's a good day to carefully plan projects that, require a high degree of careful execution. But that's background energy. Okay, if we look at it in conjunction with the month energy, there's going to be some events that are going to conflict with your ability to carefully plan anything. There could be sudden changes. There could be tension spilling out. Now, when we look at the combination of 2 and 6 that reduce to 8, we can see that in general, it's a good day to socialize. It is a good day to hang out with people that you know. Success is assured. Again, if you pay attention to things, that 8 reflects right back to what I said at the beginning. So it's a good day to carefully plan things. Now, it may not be a day that you actually get those things done. It's still a better supported day for going out and being social. So make your to-do list. Don't make yourself kill it all today. Okay? Monday vibrates to a 27-9. And that's symbolized by the Ace of Wands. So running in the background, there's a little more energy on Monday. You'll be wasting valuable opportunities on Monday if you just sit and chill. There's a lot of confidence tomorrow, especially when it comes to making a good impression. So now in conjunction with the month energy, it can be a disruptive day. So things have to be handled, and you can't put them off. So you may feel the need to assert your individuality. You may be irritable if you can't. There's a lot of creative bursts of energy. You may be inspired. What is supported today, other than all of that, is impulsiveness, and that can lead to things like accidents and missteps. So it's hard to rein it in. The energy between 2 and 7 is in the 27. Again, just reinforces irritability and impatience. I would advise people to stay calm tomorrow. There's a lot of forward energy that you just want to get into it and get busy and do it. And not everybody's going to be on the same page. Now remember, this is universal energy. So it's not your personal energy. It's what's out there running in the background. I would also say avoid crowds tomorrow because people are going to be a little reactionary. Tuesday vibrates to a 28, which is correspondent to the Two of Wands. So running in the background with the year is a chance to take care of a lot. There's a lot of confidence. There are opportunities for greater responsibility. 28 on its own is a vibration that supports moving up in the world. It's a money vibration. It supports things like promotions, raises, winning. Now, in conjunction with the month energy on this particular day, supports seeking freedom. It's a revolutionary energy, and it wants to clear away limitations and break up old patterns. On its own, the energy between 2 and 8 is a recharging energy, and it can be a very emotionally influenced energy. Group efforts are going to be favored on Tuesday. Reading the room, you're better at reading the room on Tuesday. That's what the universal energy supports. It also supports conferences, meetings, and coming to conclusions on things. So if you've been waiting to hear back on something, that may well be what happens on Tuesday. Now, on Wednesday, we vibrate to a universal 2911, which is symbolized by the Three of Wands. So, in conjunction with the year energy, there's going to be a lot of restlessness with routine on that day. There's a drive to make changes that support new routines. Again, impatience. Impatience is a thread that runs through this whole week because, as you see, these numbers correspond to the suit of wands. So there's a lot of inspiration, there's a lot of energy, and people don't necessarily want to sit still and count beans. But it also supports on that day, on Wednesday, new friendships, new people, perhaps people that are a little more exciting than the folks you're already used to, and they're more exciting because they're new, not because they actually are exciting. So just bear that in mind. That new friend shine does wear off. Now, in conjunction with the month, revolutionary changes in life are supported. Again, also supported in conjunction with the 13-4 month energy, which of course corresponds to death and transformation. Attracting new people, new places. It can also, this energy can also accelerate your fear of losing someone or something. And if that's the case, let it happen. Now, the day energy on its own, the energy between 2 and 9, supports, again, impatience. Try not to fly off the handle at things. It supports taking things the wrong way. This is a busy creative times like we're seeing this week coming up can also be highly irritable times. So try not to act too hasty. Try not to get in your own way. Try to count. Again, not a great day for being out in a crowd because if you can get pissy, so can the 100 other people around you. Now, Thursday vibrates to a 30, which corresponds to the Four of Wands. So on Thursday, running in the background in conjunction with the year, it's very positive. There's all kinds of opportunities supported. Anything started on Thursday is going to do well, especially where it relates to things like business, art, music, anything that needs to be signed. Deals with authorities are supported. So if you have to go and deal with the government that day, or you have to go and deal with a lawyer or the courts or the police, that kind of stuff is supported. Experiential things are supported on Thursday as well. Now, in conjunction with the month energy, sudden changes in fortune can happen. So there could be sudden windfalls. It's a very positive day. Things go in your favor. Doors can open. But with the energy between the day and the month, it can be easy come, easy go. So sweeping change is supported. If something good happens, so let's say you win on a scratch ticket and you've got $1,000 in your pocket, my suggestion to you is put half of it in the bank because it can disappear quickly. The day supports a lot of impulsive decision making. In general, the energy between the 3 and the 0 is generous, good feelings, confident, recharged. You do well with anything unexpected that happens. You'll take it in stride, and generally it'll be positive. Now, Friday vibrates to a 31-4, which is symbolized by the Five of Wands. So this can be a bit of a challenging day. One of the things I find when 31 comes up, especially because it, and it gets reinforced by this particular card, is that everybody wants to work in their own bubble, but nobody really wants to get together on that day. And people can behave kind of oddly. So in general, in the background, in conjunction with the year energy, you can make moves to realize important goals in life. So if something's been slow, or you've put it on the back burner, today is a day to pick it up and work on it again. So, grab the shelf you've been meaning to build, get the painting off the easel that's been stuck in the corner for a year. If you've been knitting that sweater and you put it away 6 weeks ago, pick it up again and try to remember where you were. And likewise, if you've been planning on a garden today, just start digging. So start doing the things today or on that day. Changes of course are likely on Friday. And that's supported because 31-4 can be a bit of like a revolutionary, picky energy. Things can come out of left field on that day. Now, working with others is supported as long as we can all get along. And you might have to, you might feel like you're working hard to get anywhere on that day. Now, the energy in conjunction with the universal month, which remember is 13-4, can bring a sense of unease. On Friday, we could be feeling the fuckening. And the fuckening is that feeling where things are going well, but you're waiting for the other shoe to drop. So if we collectively were feeling that, that's, it's just the day energy. Your perspectives on things might start to change that day as well. It's a good day to start new things. Now, it's also a good day to rally forces. And you could be the energy between 3 and 1. There could be impulsive behavior. There could be some rash behavior. There could be a little bit of the blind leading the blind. Like I said, when I started talking about Friday, it could be a challenging day. There's a lot of good that can come out of 31 and the Five of Wands. There really is. If people can get over themselves and work together, then it can be a really productive day. The conflict comes when everybody operates in their own little cocoon and tries to be oblivious to everyone around them. Now, Saturday vibrates to a 6 of Wands, or to a 32, which reduces to 5. So, in conjunction with the background energy of the year, mental work is supported. So, ideas, deciding, choices, moving ahead on things, persuading others is supported on Saturday. Working with others is supported well. This is a very strong, of course, the Six of Wands is a victory vibration. Now, travel is a function of Saturday. If you're traveling with work, generally it's going to be well supported and you'll probably have an easy trip and a good time and a lot of success in whatever you have to do. This particular energy supports closing deals. It supports paperwork and contracts and handshakes and signatures and all that good stuff. Now, in conjunction with the month energy, it supports radical thoughts, new ideas, being flexible, open-minded. It can also support a lot of scattered thoughts too. If a lot of new things happen at once this week, by the time you get to Saturday, you may have a hard time figuring out, your ass from a hole in the ground. So you may have to kind of sit back and dial up your bitchy friend. And I say that to people a lot. Who's your bitchy friend? Who's your friend that will tell you you're going off the rails and you need to rail it in? Call that person on Saturday if you're starting to feel it. I think impulsive decisions are also supported. So are delays. Now, if you are traveling and you are the one doing the traveling, that impulsiveness can translate into accidents. So if you are out and about on that day, be careful. Look twice before you cross the street. If you find yourself getting wound up in traffic, pull over to the side of the road, pull over to the parking lot, sit down, and count to 10 for a bit. And now the energy between the 3 and the 2 in the 32 is clear. It's open expression, it is positive, it is generous, it supports work around the house, it supports community involvement, it supports help from friends. All these things are, if you choose to go and do those things, you'll find the doors are open. So when I'm always saying that, because people have said, what do you mean by that's supported? Well, that's what I mean. If you want to go and work with friends and you call up your friends, you're more likely to find people on that day willing to help you. That's supported. If you try to be by yourself on a day where community involvement is supported, you may find it's a frustrating day. um, but that's all I got right now. So remember, folks, as you move forward in life, let shit unfold and be excellent to each other.